believe are far more deserving to speak at such an occasion. And so I'm honored and I'm humbled that the organization and the board requested me, out of all people, to come and share some time with you. So first off, Jazakallah khairan to the community for such an invitation. Number two, and my message today is going to be general, inshallah, something that I would like my respected elders to pay attention to and the young students as well. The first thing I want to highlight is the uniqueness of this program. Now, I will also even almost challenge some of the elders to see if I'm right or wrong in this. And the uniqueness of this program is that the fact that I have seen, just in the 20 minutes of being here, hearing the words from the students and from the elders, a great connect from the masajid and the community. And this connect, the reason I highlight this is because I see here that the community and the masjid have come together, not only come together, but come together to put a program together which is very unique. Come together to put an ACT crash course or an intensive program. Now, Dr. Qadir Hussain Khan uncle, who's my respected elder, I'm friends with his son, I would even say, correct me if I'm wrong, I have the opportunity as well, and I know he does too, speaking and going to many masajid in Chicago. And I can honestly say, from my knowledge, that this is the first of the programs that I have seen as such. Please correct me if I'm wrong. MashaAllah. Takbir. Now he is an elder and senior of our community. You know, my father, he's seen me since I was small. And I had the opportunity now to grow up in our Chicago community and visit many of our masajid. And I'm telling you, I have never been invited to speak at such an occasion. So alhamdulillah that this community is progressing to this point, where you now have put together what was the highlight of Islam in the days. Historically, if you look at Islam, Islam did not only progress in the sciences of Islam and of Hadith and Quran, they also progressed and excelled in the sciences of history, of math, of science, of all of these arenas that we consider secular knowledge. They were still given great importance in the life of Islam and the Muslims. How else do you think in the circles of Baghdad, in the city of Iraq, which was known as the city of knowledge? Why was it called the city of knowledge? Not only because they were circles of hadith and fiqh and Quran, but because they were studying science, they were studying physics, they were studying all these different things. Who created the math that you were studying? Who was the founder of algebra, which you guys probably had to go through night and day for the SAT students? It was a Muslim. Many of these sciences, the names of the stars, are derived from Arabic names. Who did those? The Muslims. And so what we see here today, as I see what we read in the history of Islam, where communities came together and they had the circles of knowledge. And that's what I see here. So alhamdulillah that this is occurring. Now at this moment, at this awesome occasion, I'm a little bit saddened at the same time to see that this hall isn't filled with community members and community leaders, and we should have reached out to some of the community leaders and said, and the other masajid, say, come look at what we've done. And we should have invited many of the other masajid and said, look at what our masjid has done. And within the resources and the abilities that this community has, maybe some may see, oh, we're limited in our resources. This is an amazing feat. And we should have had the Muslims and the Muslim press all here to see this event. This is how excited and happy I am. Because I'm serious, if I had an event like this, when I was growing up, and brothers and sisters who are the students, you know, I may look like Modi Saab with his dari and the stopi. I was born and raised here in this country. I had to take the ACTs just like you did, okay? It took me 3 times to get a decent score before I can get into the University of Illinois, okay? And UIC isn't the best of universities, but alhamdulillah, it's a good university. They gave me a degree, right? So, but you guys, at such a young age, and I know Iftikhar uncle, who teaches at the CPSA, these guys at CPSA, you know why they do so well? We have this little joke outside of CPSA. I didn't go to CPSA, a lot of my friends did, so I say this joke knowing the insides. These guys from the grades, from like 2nd grade, these kids who are 8 years old are taking the ACTs. So no wonder when they're like 16 and taking the ACTs, they're scoring 34, 35, whatever, off the charts. The only reason is because they were doing it since they were like in 2nd grade. So if I had that opportunity when I was doing ACTs, you know, instead of just, you know, chilling with my friends or something, I'm sure academically I would have progressed a lot further. And so you guys have just been exposed to some great experience. And at this level, say, you know, the first time you take it, you don't do well. Alhamdulillah, it's okay. That's a reality too that you have to face. That you may not do well the first time. And I'm saying from experience, don't let that get down to you. Sign up for the next one, and inshallah you'll do better the next time around. I mean, if it took me 3 times, inshallah it'll take you once or twice. I mean, you won't go 3 times. But the point I want to highlight here, brothers and sisters, is that in anything you want to do in life, and especially for the young students, keep this in mind. For me to accomplish the hifz of Quran took some struggle. You can ask Qari Saab how difficult it was for him. He has Quran students, how much they struggle. For you guys to achieve anything in life, know it takes struggle. It doesn't matter if it's dini or in terms of dunya, whatever you want to do secularly. If you want to become a doctor, it takes struggle. As Dr. Ahsan, he didn't just become a doctor for no reason. It took time and struggle and effort. And so this is one of the unique things about Islam. If you want to excel in anything, this is one of the unique things about life. You have to struggle. Now, no brother, I don't see many of the brothers here look like they work out, but if you go into the gym and you just, I just meant that in a nice way. You know why you're not working out? You're studying. ACTs, good. MashaAllah. No problem, I'll let it go. Okay? But if you're 30 and then it's too many ACTs. Now, you walk into a gym, no brother or no sister goes into the gym and says, I'm going to start lifting 300 pounds. No one goes with that mentality. You walk into the gym and you say, okay, today I'll do 15. Tomorrow will be 20. Then in 1 month, 1 year, I'll hit that 300, whatever it may be. Why? It takes struggle. And similarly, to achieve success in your life, be it in the ACTs, be it in your deen, it's going to take some struggle. And so be mindful. In that struggle, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you in that struggle. As long as throughout that struggle you're calling on Allah, you're being consistent in your salah, Allah will help you. And this is the unique thing about this struggle that we have. So if you were taking the class, I don't know what the class is held here at the masjid. So I could imagine, next time around, next session this happens, if you're studying with that program, ask Iftikhar uncle, give me 5 minutes. He'll probably be like, why do you need 5 minutes? Go to the masjid, sit in dua, and make dua, and come back, and you never know, you might just get the answer. I'm telling you, it'll work. I'm telling you. And he may be like, 5 minutes, you're going to go ask someone, you're going to go text someone the question, and then you'll be like, no, this is something else I have to take care of. Go do wudu or something. Who knows? The struggle that you go through. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you in that struggle. The second thing I want to leave you with is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first